So, this relic you lost, how is it you don't know what it is?
It was in a box.
And you didn't open it? You managed to resist the urge?
It was locked. It was a locked box.
And you couldn't open it?
Hasn't stopped you before.
What do you want me to say?
Nothing. I just found it curious, that's all.
Okay.
People talk about the circle like it's a prison.
Hey, Emmerich. I don't recognize you. I thought I would.
Hello, Emmerich. The guard captain says you're still chasing disappearing acts.
That's not funny. I need your help urgently. I've spent the past few years continuing my investigation into the murders of Ninette, Marin, and the other women. I believe I finally have a suspect. A man called Gascard Dupuis.
I just remembered you. You're the guy from that one thing before. I remember we met you for like 30 seconds that one time. Anyway, Dupuis?
Dupuis. That's a funny name.
It's Olesian. I believe he is descended from nobility. When I became convinced of his guilt, I went to the city guard and demanded that they do something. The guards raided his mansion and found nothing. They were forced to apologize, and I was reprimanded. Meredith forbade me from continuing my investigation. But she didn't say I couldn't seek outside help.
I mean, it does sound like you're still continuing it. Even if it's through a proxy, you know? Anyone else involved?
Were you the only person investigating these murders?
Yes, unfortunately. The Templar Order believes this is a matter for the City Guard. And the City Guard, well, they rejected my evidence and dismissed the murders as isolated incidents. They don't care either. Women are dying out there, and no one's doing anything.
You show anyone the bones?
I retrieved a sack of human remains for you. Didn't you show it to the guard?
I did. They said the remains could have been gathered together by scavengers looking for bits of gold and jewelry. They said there was no way to tell if the remains even belonged to the missing women. I had no choice but to continue the investigation on my own.
And tell me about your suspicions, like, in detail?
What have you learned about Gascard Dupuis?
He's a reclusive nobleman who's rarely seen outside his estate in Hightown. He knew 2 of the murdered women and made inquiries about the others. It cannot be a coincidence.
I mean, it could be. But that is suspicious.
It should be investigated at least.
Thank you. I faced nothing but ridicule. To hear someone say that is encouraging.
And nothing else. Okay. I'll help if I can.
What do you need me to do?
I knew I could count on you. You'll need to go to Gascard Dupuis' estate after nightfall.
Nightfall.
Please figure out what Dupuis is hiding. If he's innocent, find evidence to prove me wrong. It's just that simple.
At least you're willing to admit that you are wrong. You're not like, oh, he is, like, he is guilty and I will find proof. You're like, oh, he's the most, like, suspicious subject, you know? Right next to Fenris's place. I wonder if he knows anything. Probably not. He probably keeps to himself. Alright, Dupuis. Oh yeah, that's suspicious. I was gonna say if... Okay, sure, yeah.
Looks like Emmerich's right. Gascard is trying to hide something.
Something. That or he's friends with demons, which is not much better. Hey, dude. This isn't your room. Hey, dude. Hope you're ready for impromptu interrogation.
Help me, please! He's gone mad!
Well, this doesn't look good.
You're not him. Shit, I know what this looks like, but I didn't hurt her.
Oh, don't worry, I am him. You didn't hurt her.
So the wild-eyed hysteria is just for show, then? You don't understand. Someone is after her. I had to keep her safe.
And what does she have to say about
I
that?
don't know why you're here, but there's a killer out there, and I think he's playing us both. Just let me explain.
I'll hear you out, but you're not doing yourself much favors right now.
All right. We'll see if you can talk yourself out of this.
20 silver if he says, "It wasn't me, it was the one-armed man."
Several years ago, my sister was murdered. The bastard's now in Kirkwall, killing again. The same way he killed my sister. It starts with a bouquet of white lilies. He sends them to each new victim. Alessa was going to be next. I took her, so he'd have to come to me. I was finally going to face my sister's killer, but then you showed up.
He's lying. He hurt me.
I've explained this. I need your blood to track you down. If he took you, it was for your protection.
Let go of me.
He didn't ever have a hold of you.
She'll go straight to the city guard. They'll ruin everything.
Yeah, I've noticed you're a mage.
I could report you to the Templars for blood magic.
Yes, I've used blood magic and lyrium to augment my powers. I'm not proud of what I've done, but I had to. He took my sister from me.
And you're afraid of the guards?
Can't you just tell the city guard what you told me?
Why? I don't want him arrested. This isn't about justice. I need to be the one to bleed him dry.
Okay.
Besides, they probably wouldn't even hear me out.
That's true, honestly. Emmerich said the same thing.
Emmerich was certain you were the killer.
Of course he was. But I was trying to find the killer just like him. Our paths crossed and he just assumed I was the murderer.
I'm gonna have to tell him, you know that, right?
He'll want to know what happened here.
Tell him whatever you like. I'll be long gone by then.
And if you're not the killer, can you tell me about who the killer is?
Who killed your sister?
A powerful and experienced blood mage. I believe he uses the women for some ritual. His victims are attractive, healthy women with few social ties.
You social ties. I mean, the one woman we know, that he took care of, had a few of them. Like, she was a pretty high-profile woman, wasn't she? Like, she was married, she had a few friends. You know what? Only because you remind me of Polnara from JoJo's, I'm gonna let you go.
Time for you to vanish. Every man for himself.
I'm headed to Darktown. If you learn anything new about the killer, find me there. I have a score to settle with him.
Well, that was interesting. A reply from Starkhaven? Monsieur Dupuis, this is in regards to your inquiry into missing mages. I'd like to remind you that the duty of seeking out missing... I'd like to remind you that the duty of seeking out missing mages, if there are any to begin with, would fall to the Templars of Starkhaven, not a minor nobleman of Kirkwall. I'd like to also take this opportunity to remind you that the Circle of the Magi as a whole does not welcome casual inquiries about the mages in its care. Well, that's evidence for him not being the murderer. Okay, Radek.
Maybe Gascard was looking for help from another mage.
Maybe.
What makes this relic of yours so valuable?
The same thing that makes anything valuable. Someone's willing to pay for it.
True enough.
That's not evasive.
Look, I didn't get where I am by showing my hand, you know.
No, your hand isn't what I hear you've been showing.
Moira. I'm supposed to tell Emmerich. Not you. But sure, if you're part of the quest.
Aren't you Hawk? Emmerich left not long ago. He said you'd arranged to meet tonight.
Did he?
Did I tell him that? I must have completely forgotten.
Don't you remember sending this message?
No.
I didn't send this.
You didn't? Strange.
That's not a good sign.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Emmerich's been acting strangely for months. It's probably just a misunderstanding.
Misunderstanding. Yeah. What did the note say? Alley outside Lowtown. Okay. Okay, I guess we know generally what it said. I guess I don't need to read it. Emmerich, you're being deceived. Aw, oh, shit. Are you okay, dude? Aw, oh, damn it. Man, they were serious about wanting this guy dead. Holy hell. Okay, that was like, what?
Some mage sent that thing here to kill him. Why would anyone...
That thing? There were several things.
The murders. Emmerich was right. He was getting too close. He suspected a man named Gascard Dupuis. Did he do this?
I don't think so.
Gascard was only a small piece of the puzzle. I think he's innocent.
We should have believed Emmerich. I thought he was just trying for one last shot at glory. Whoever did this is a dangerous apostate that Meredith will want found. I will see to it personally.
You sure that's a good idea?
Thank you for your help in this matter. If you learn anything more, please come to me.
Okay. Did he have a note on him? Damn it, okay. Oh, we got both Varric and his spell. That makes sense. Let's talk to Varric, since that's why I came here initially.
Just tell me if you hear more rumblings from the coterie about protection. Blondie's got enough trouble. Let me ask you something, Hawk. You made it into Hightown. I'd expect anyone else to get complacent, but you must have plans.
I just might. This, however, was just taking care of my family.
No plans yet. I'm simply trying to look out for my mother.
I suppose after the whole business with Carver, it's a good idea to hang on to what you've got. To be honest, I thought there might be a chance you'd want to go back to Ferelden now that things have calmed down. It's good to hear you're sticking around.
Ah, you know I could never leave you.
What would I do without my trusty dwarf? I'd cry myself to sleep without you.
Oh, don't get all teary-eyed on me, Hawk. You know I can't stand to see a human cry. So, we've got a whole city-state full of trouble to get into. Shall we get started?
These, like... Oh, you're not done. Okay. I did feel that was a bit short.
Hawk, I've got some news.
Do you?
You might not want to be near anything breakable when I tell you, though.
Oh, no. Let's get some drinks.
Why don't I buy you a pint and we'll talk?
You just keep making this harder. Although I won't say no to a pint if you're buying.
Nah, I don't like
that.
that.
Out for Bartrand. After the Deep Roads, he ran to Ravain, probably because he knew I couldn't track him. But I hear he might be back in Kirkwall. He called in loans from a few of his contacts in Hightown.
You know exactly where he is?
Was he staying in Hightown or just passing through?
If my information is good, and it's always good, he has a house there. Which gives us a good shot at having a word with my dear sweet brother.
I know he tried to kill us, but you seem very eager to, like, make it even, you know?
How are you holding up, Varric?
Me? My no-account backstabbing brother is practically in arm's reach. I couldn't be better.
And you're sure to... Well, of course he knows. I'm gonna say it anyway, but this is a dumbass thing to say.
Would Bartrand really risk coming back here?
I think we both know by now that Bartrand would risk anything for money. There's a much better market here for that trinket he stole. And all his contacts are in Kirkwall.
Let's go see him.
I've really missed Bartrand. We've got a lot of catching up to do.
I agree. Bianca's been missing him something awful. Let's stop by his new house. Welcome him back to the neighborhood and all that.
Slow day.
Okay. And Isabella, what do you have to say?
It's like you haven't moved in 3 years.
It's easier for people to find me this way.
Do you want
Do you
that?
remember the relic I told you about? The one I need to find?
Right, yeah, I remember.
I've been following a lead. I'm so close I can taste it.
Are you sure?
Isn't that what you said last time?
Oh, you mean when I went digging for that stash?
Yes, that turned out to contain several badly written poems and an old boot.
It could have contained the relic. I just thought I'd let you know that I may soon be taking you up on that offer of help.
I'll do what I can.
You can count on me.
Thanks. I appreciate it. If I learn anything new, you'll be the first to hear about it.
Okay. And have you heard anything new?
Why do you always win at cards?
Oh, this is new.
Because I cheat, kitten.
You're not supposed to admit that.
This trinket, it's Elven, isn't it? From your clan. Don't bet anything you're not prepared to lose. Here, have it back.
Bye, I guess.
A jigger of your finest whiskey for my friend over here. The Hanged Man's finest isn't much, but it'll get you just as drunk as anything you'll find in Hightown.
Thanks, I guess.
That's generous of you.
What's coin if not for spending, eh?
I guess.
You could save up to buy yourself a new ship.
There you go, ruining our fun with good sense. I thought I'd have to watch myself around you, but as it turns out, you're all right.
I am alright.
What do you mean, I'm all right?
Tell me more.
You don't judge people. You're not afraid to get your hands dirty. You know, little things like that.
I do judge, just
I
silently.
had someone like you on board my ship when the storm hit. Maybe we wouldn't have been shipwrecked.
Hey, I can't stop a boat. I'm not that powerful. As much as I seem to be.
Maybe you would have been shipwrecked sooner. I'm a terrible sailor.
Are you? I suppose I'll have to keel haul you till you shape up.
I don't know what that word means. Oh, is that... okay. I guess it's good for friendship
You
points.
have an opinion on mages, don't you?
Of course I do. I just don't feel a constant need to bring it up. Mages don't worry me. And I don't believe the Templars when they say I should be worried. I'm more likely to be shanked in a bar than eaten by an abomination. You can hear those coming a mile away. Grrr, arg. Oh, is that an abomination coming to eat us? We should get out of here.
Abominations don't go grrr, arr.
They kinda do.
They don't? I should rethink the whole thing then.
I like their dynamic the most of all the party members, I think.
Maybe I should find a nicer place.
I don't know, this place is pretty decent. Enough. Out of the way.
And that will, stop the itch.
What are you doing here?
Yes. Though I would stay away from women you meet in the port. Pirates tend to dock in unsavory places.
I heard that.
Just use the salve if it comes back.
Excuse me.
Think I know what that was about?
Things just keep getting worse. I had Templars practically on my doorstep the other night.
They were after you?
The Templars are hunting you.
Not me specifically. They were just checking the refugee camps.
Well, that's better.
But it's not like this place is a secret. It's only a matter of time.
I mean, you're not exactly hard to find.
I can't say you've been keeping a low profile.
The Knight Commander is out of control. Even her own people have been talking about it. The curfews, the midnight raids on mages' families. Everyone I know forced into hiding so they won't be made tranquil.
How are you handling it? Or, I guess another question would be, how is he handling it?
Is that making it harder for you, with justice?
In the Fade, there is no time. Emotion rules everything. Justice doesn't know how to sit idle until the right moment to strike.
Yeah, I know that.
And I can't say I have any greater patience. I fear what my anger has made of my friend.
I mean, it's better than I left them in my past life. This isn't gonna help anything. None of these are good options, I think. I'll just pick this one because I go for purple more often than not.
What's the worst that can happen? You turn into an abomination and start... Never mind. Bad joke.
I'm actually not sure that can happen.
My control is fraying. I cannot hold back justice, or whatever creature he has become, much longer.
He's not like
I
a
have not
demon,
attacked the
though.
Templars openly. I've helped the mages here as best I can, but this impasse cannot last. One day, everyone in Kirk will have to choose a side.
Well, that was a menacing way to say that. Oh, you don't have another thing to say? That's a shame.
Boiling in oil.
Too prosaic. Trapped in a cave with hungry bears right at the spring thaw.
That lets him off too easy. Dipped in molten gold and left as a statue in the Viscount's keep.
What?
Ooh, that's poetic.
I guess.
What are you two talking about?
What to do to Bartrand when I find him.
Yeah, I figured.
Any suggestions?
Why do you have a stake in this, though, Anders? Why do you care? You weren't taken. You were taken, actually. Hey, Aveline. You wanted to speak to me? What you want?
We'll need to give them answers by tomorrow, Captain.
Tomorrow?
I'll have them. Dismissed.
The Seneschal was particularly vocal.
Dismissed.
What was that about?
You'd think the Captain of the Guard could requisition a Templar or two, but no, that would be demeaning. Can't have them working for the people when eternity needs a nanny.
Glad it's not my job.
That's why I remain unimportant. Less pressure.
Unless you ask me, I guess.
The return of the Amels hasn't set Hightown on its ear.
As long as it's off its ass.
Sure, have your fun. But the coin you poured into Kirkwall tipped what balance there was.
Yeah, the like 3 silver I brought in. My success is your headache?
I didn't realize I was making it worse by getting ahead.
Oh yeah, you
I'm
mean
just
about the whole
harassing
Deep
you.
Roads thing.
Although you are a bit like the center of a hurricane. You've changed fortunes for many people, not always for the better.
But the center of a hurricane is, like, the safest spot to be in a hurricane. You want to be in the center of a hurricane if you're going to be in a hurricane. You need more resources?
Sounds like you're spreading yourself pretty thin.
There are a lot of people in my charge. Someone has to look out for them.
Right.
You guard the guardsmen.
I don't turn people loose like Jevon. There's additional training, doubled patrols. Costs are up, but I've halved injuries. I'll take it and argue with Seneschal Bran later.
I mean, if it works, it works. And Jevon was the old guy, right? The person you replaced?
After the last captain, you couldn't have expected this to be easy.
Right, okay.
At least I had the guards on my side. Once they understood, they rallied. And those who didn't weren't fit to hold the crest. Stack friends against the enemies. I don't know if I came out ahead, but it's for the better.
I mean, yeah, morale is important. You love it.
Grouse all you want, but the Aveline I know doesn't regret a second as captain.
They'd have to drag me out of here. And I'm sure some are lining up to try.
You remember
You among
Jevon?
them, I bet. Haven't had much time to follow you around. Not that I need to. I can trust that you at least try to do right.
I do.
I'm with you if you need me, Hawk. Just say the word.
I do try to do good. A lot of moral, like, conundrums in this game, though. It's very difficult.
Were you listening to that guy in the Hanged Man last night?
No.
Your eyes are like bumblebees, flying into the window of my soul.
My favorite was, your lips are like the wings of sparrows. Red ones, with no feathers.
What?
Oh, speak, and send the plucked wings of your lips soaring.
I'd buy the guy a drink, but I don't think he needs one.
Okay. You know, Fenris, you should really clean this place up. Every time you come in here, I keep expecting a fight. Granted, this was a dungeon. Anyway, what do you want?
So the Seneschal's
Hey,
tax
yo.
collector won't be coming around again like you asked. Funny story.
I'll pass, but thank you for the help.
Spoil sport. Why you want to squat up here in Hightown is beyond me.
I like the view.
So do I.
Hey. Bye.
3 years. There's still no sign of Denarius. I'm beginning to wonder if he's finally given up.
I doubt it.
This is his mansion, isn't it? He must know you're here.
Would you be surprised to learn that it isn't, in fact, his mansion?
Kinda.
It belongs to a Tevinter merchant, one who has evidently given up on the place. Perhaps he is dead. Perhaps Denarius killed him. Either way, if Denarius is aware of my presence, he has done nothing.
Sound a little disappointed.
Don't tell me you're going to miss all the attention.
Tell me, what do you do when you stop running?
Depends on what you're running from. I mean, I built a life.
You take a breath and look around. And start anew.
That's what I did.
I don't know how. My first memory is receiving these markings. The lyrium being branded into my flesh. The agony wiped away everything. Whatever life I had before I became a slave, it's lost. I shouldn't trouble you with this. My problems are not yours.
Except you're party members, so they kind of are. You really don't remember?
You don't know who you were?
Fenris was the name Denarius bestowed upon me. His little wolf. If I once had another name or a family, then they were taken from me. But again, this is not your concern.
I feel kind of ambivalent on what I named my dog in the last game. You're my friend.
Your problems are my problems.
Unlucky you.
Yeah.
But enough. You have much to keep you busy, I'm certain.
Man, these are always so short. I'll take the friendship at least. Hey, Sebastian, it's been a minute. Where are we going? Forbidden knowledge, right.
About what?
Anything? Everything? I can't figure you out.
The past's past. I learned that young. If it can't bring you gold or giggles, what's the point in dwelling on it?
Maybe the chance to fix a mistake? Make things right again?
Hey? Our mistakes make us who we are.
That was almost profound.
Yeah.
Donations to the chant.
Hey.
Forgive me, Your Grace.
Is everything okay, Sebastian?
You committed in full knowledge. The Maker blessed us with minds and a conscience. He does not approve when we fail to use them.
I'm sorry.
I'm not the one you wronged.
Is this about that thing I helped you out with before?
I thought it would end here. Young Master Hawke destroyed Flint Company. None remain. Yet, now that I know who sent them, it's harder to see their deaths as justice.
Death is never justice.
Hawke? We were just talking about you.
You know, speak of the devil. Don't let me stop you.
Carry on. I love to eavesdrop.
Hawke said sarcastically.
Okay.
You know I hate it when you do that.
Hawke muttered in an angry aside to the dwarf. If
I like you.
You two have a moment, I've learned who hired Flint Company. The Harrimans, a noble family of Kirkwall. They were my parents' allies. It's hard to believe they betrayed us like this.
I don't know that name.
I think I've met Lord Harriman.
Do I?
Lord Harriman used to be a good man, but he became rather strange in his dotage. He died some years back. His daughter took over the family, Lady Johane Harriman. They say she's become quite reclusive of late.
I don't think I know the Harrimans. It sounds like Harrimont, which is why I think it sounds familiar, but I don't know. Do you know a motive?
Any idea why they turned on you?
Money? Power? It's hard to say.
So no then.
Lady Harriman was always jealous of my family for being royalty when hers were mere nobility. But I can't imagine that pushing her into outright murder.
Based on the conversation, I think I know the answer to this. but I want to hear if you, like, have a definitive answer.
Is there any peaceful way to resolve this?
That's not what I asked.
If you treat the Harrimans like those mercenaries, you could start a war. Go carefully, Sebastian.
I must speak with Lady Harriman and find out what drove her to this madness. But I am the last of my line. I should not go alone and make myself a target.
I know what that means.
Why is everybody looking at me?
That's not what I
I
asked.
don't know why Choir Boy here didn't yell Hawk to the rescue. That's clearly what he was going for.
If this allows Sebastian to make peace, it is worth doing. You've taken on lesser causes.
You don't know that, but I have.
Please. I have no one else to turn to. If you like, I can travel with you until you confront Lady Harriman. Otherwise, you can always find me here in the Chantry.
Are you you're another rogue? God damn it. You make this so difficult, game.